Isabella! I don't know if you're listening to this or not, but I've made up my mind. This is the last resort. I'm going to end it all. I'm sorry that I got you involved in all of this. I love you, Isabella.
Exactly what is this last resort talk all about?
Carlito said that he'd blow up the mall if you were cornered.
Damn! We've got a regular suicide bomber on our hands.
Worse than what you're thinking. The explosion would send parasitic larvae into the atmosphere.
He plans to spread zombies outside of the city? Is he insane?
If that bomb goes off, there'll be nowhere to run. The zombies will be everywhere.
He's planning to flood the area underneath the mall with flammable gas, then set it off. If you could take care of the bombs while the gas concentration is still low.
There's a chance we could stop the explosion. Let's do it.
I love Frank's reaction. I just kind of just like, I mean, I guess. I'm gonna save real quick again. So this is actually another one of those missions in this game that is kind of better. Well, not really better. I don't really have a preferred version of this level. I didn't mind the version in the original game, and this one is not really any better or worse. It's more convenient, I guess. They made it easier in this version, but that still doesn't really sway my opinion one way or the other. Okay. So there's a cliff in the elevator, so I will not be using the elevator this time. It's like, sorry, just ain't dealing with that. Level 26. I can't imagine playing this game for longer. Like, long enough to make my way up to level 50. Like, that just seems completely just a complete waste of time. There's not nearly as much to do in this game as there is in the original, so I would never play this game again. Like, after I finish this Let's Play, I will probably never touch this game again. There's extra stuff in the game too. Get the fuck out of here. I don't think they should be able to grab you when you're using a shopping cart. There's like extra stuff, like there's some like side missions and stuff, like mercenaries-esque things in this game, but it's just not worth touching. They're not interesting enough. It's not like sandbox mode in Dead Rising 2 off the record that I think is actually pretty worthwhile to take a look at. At some point I will. I have some of them recorded already. I just need to do the rest of them. Like, I'm running out of Dead Rising things to do, and since they'll probably never make another game, because Capcom Vancouver fucking ruined the entire franchise in one fell swoop with Dead Rising 4, you know, there's not a whole lot more for me to do on this channel, Dead Rising related. There's this game, and then there's sandbox mode and off the record, and that's pretty much all that there is that I haven't shown. Other than, I've floated the idea of redoing Dead Rising 2. I think I talked about this already. But redoing Dead Rising 2 and having... starting with Dead Rising 2 Case 0, then moving on to Dead Rising 2, then doing Case West. Just because I feel like I could, that would benefit from me redoing that. So the big change here is that you don't really have free reign of the car. You kinda do, but not really. Also, I feel like the car is invincible this time. Because I've ridden around in here like a bunch of times and, you know, hit a ton of zombies and it hasn't broken at any point. Maybe it just feels like it's invincible, or maybe it regens every time you hit a new loading area. And my god, that zombie was fast. Carlito's also not a huge problem in these. Sometimes he'll come in the main game and he'll try and like run you down, but I think since there's a loading screen here, This car kind of acts as a blockade between you and the loading screen. Kind of stops Carlito from doing any kind of attack. Which, again, this version's easier. It's a little bit more convenient. It's not necessarily better or worse. I don't really have an opinion on this one way or the other. The way that you do this in the main game is fine. The way that you do it here is fine. I don't really mind it either way. Oof. Whoa, that's not how cars work. I forget which button is the horn. Sometimes the horn just kind of goes off on its own, and I'm not really sure what does it. Okay, so I think this is where Brad ends up. I'm going to have to remember this. Because I tried looking for Snuff Shot B the first time I played this, and I couldn't find the cutscene. So I don't know if it actually exists or not. Ow. Like, is that me that's honking? Is it Carlito? Sometimes the horn just goes off. So the C button is how I do it manually, but it just does it sometimes no matter what, even if I'm pressing the C button or not. Maybe my finger slips, because it's usually resting on the Z button, but I have no idea. Whoa! I do not remember there being zombies that fast in the original game. I think that's Carlito, isn't it, that noise? Yeah, no, my finger did not slip there. Jesus Christ. There must be someone behind me, like honking at me. Maybe every time you hit a zombie? I don't know. It really would suck a whole lot if the car could break. Because I feel like this game doesn't lend itself well to surviving in the maintenance tunnels, which is the scariest part of the entire game. So now we have a boss battle with Carlito, which in the original game was a optional thing. Like, you didn't actually have to fight Carlito. You could just let him do his own thing, and he would kind of just ignore you until you got all the bombs, and then it would play out in a cutscene once you grabbed them all. This game, it's mandatory. It's kind of alright. What you do here is you wait for him to attack you, you dodge him, then you try and ram into him. It's alright. I mean, it's not the worst. It's kind of silly, you know? And there's a point in which he just goes, like, so fast, he rubber bands ahead of you, so that you can't catch up to him. Damn it. Oh, I just realized that the license plate says K-Fune, like Keiji Inafune. AKA, everyone loves me, right? Mighty Number 9 was a good idea. How did this asshole go? I don't know how you do that crazy car dodge, and then he, like, jolts forward. That's, like, such a video gamey thing. What does his license plate say? Bran? Oh, if it was like Brains, that'd be hilarious. I wish they'd show it again.
Freeze! Shit!
Where were you this entire time, Brad?
Go after him. You get those bombs outside, Frank.
This is still one of my all-time favorite cutscenes in this entire game. The game with a whole bunch of like really great cutscenes that I love. This one is definitely a standout.
We got rid of your bombs. This is as far as you go today. Just give up and surrender. Terrorist days are over, Carlito. You're finished. Well, shit.
Frank, sounds like you took care of the bombs. How's Brad?
The bomb's over and done with. Brad went after Carlito.
Copy. Report back here, Frank.
Yeah.
I don't remember if they warp you back here in the main game too, but I think you could go back and check on Brad. I don't know if Snuffshot B exists in this game, so it's kind of strange. Because what we got to do now, I think, is go talk to Otis, and he'll give us some more bullshit missions. I wish you could just explore them all, because I want to go check and see if I could go visit Brad. You're an asshole. You're a big, stupid asshole. The woman left behind. Alright. I'm gonna use this time to go look for Brad. Oh, of course not. So it needs to be during a free roam bit, which are not very common in this game. So I'm gonna go back to, like, where the mission actually is. Alright, so we are in Wonderland Plaza, which of course means I gotta go get a new small chainsaw. Joe has to die. Hopefully that old fart up there stays put until I go get my chainsaw. That'd be nice. See, it's so strange. Like, I genuinely do not know if Snuffshot B is in this game. That's the name of the achievement. It's the scene where you go back and you visit Brad, and you see him, like, he's all wounded, and it's Brad's closure cutscene, essentially. If that cutscene's not in the game, that's really dumb. Because, yeah, it's an optional cutscene. Like, the first time I played through the game, I don't think I knew that that cutscene existed. So, it's not something that you need to see, but it'd be nice if they put it in here. Because if you know about it, you should be able to go see it. That's my logic there. Shut up. You old bag. Oh, maybe I should have wasted my old small chainsaw on these guys, and then gone and gotten a new one. Good yet? You look like the old lady from the beginning of the game. Therefore, I don't like you. Ooh. Let's see, do I have any more ammo for this? Anyone else drop anything? Rifle ammo. No. Alright. Alright, well, at least we can use the shortcut here. I wasted a bit of time going to see if I could find Brad. I guess I should have remembered that you couldn't get in the car, but why do I remember stuff about this game specifically? Oh no. There's nothing pleasant about this. Like, yeah, it's a nice touch that the old lady fucking walks slower than molasses. But it's not good. For the gameplay, it's not good. And now I'm gonna have to get her through, Paradise Plaza with all the other... The Colt, the Joes, the... Oh, I hate... There's not really anyone around. I should probably just drop this guy. See ya! Wouldn't necessarily want to be ya. Get out of here. I want to take your neck. This old wench is still following me.
Come on, follow me.
These are exactly the kind of missions I hate.
Come on. Come on.
Now, I hope you don't have problems climbing through this vent here. Alright, you old wench, we're almost out of here. I might have to switch to the Chicago typewriter to get through here. Who is attacking me? Suck it. Give me machine pistol ammo. Where'd the old wench go?
Anybody there?
Shut up. You make this game unpleasant, old lady. We were going good here for a little bit. Mostly because I was using the shortcut. This is kind of my own fault. I can never do the football tackle. I don't know if it wants me to push the Wii Remote forward, or if it wants me to do like an up and down jerking motion. I can't tell what it wants me to do, which is always nice. Dude, the old lady's fighting the zombies. Get out of here. Just follow me.
Follow me.
Back out of here, Joe. Ow, ow. That one zombie made a noise like that lady that fell off that thing of grapes in that one video. Ow, 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 ow. It sounds like there's someone running behind me, but it's not. They're just taking very small steps, and it sounds like they're running. Is that machine pistol? Nope. Of course, they're still giving me magnum ammo, which is a gun I do not have.
I can't.
You can't what?
I can't. I can't.
Good. It's good to know you can't.
I can't.
What a dumb thing. I miss when you could give them weapons. That always made them more useful. What are you doing?
Come on. Come on.
Look at that. That's not fair. It seems like we've skipped a side mission in this game. There's one the first time through where you have to go to Cletus's gun shop, and people have, like, taken it over, and you have to, like, take a picture of the security room, like, entrance. Otherwise, they won't stop shooting you and you'll die. So I don't understand why that mission just hasn't popped up here.